My name is Tim, and I want to tell you how you can build a successful online coaching business in this beautiful year, 2021. Now, at the end of this video, I'm going to ask you a really important question that's going to give you immense clarity on where you can go in your business efforts, in your coaching business. So I want you to check out that question at the end, stick around, watch the full thing, because that question is going to give you clarity on the next steps. This video is going to basically be free coaching. Here's the thing I want to start with. The year 2020 just finished. It was full of horribleness, a pandemic. It was full of chaos. It was full of rioting in the streets and protesting and social injustice, and a lot of stuff happened in 2020. But 2021 can be a year for new resolutions. Every year is, right? Every year we make a resolution to do something new. Every year everyone says they're going to go to the gym. There's a billion things that happen. But I want to give you a challenge. If you are someone who wants to build a business, I want to give you a challenge to make a resolution to build the business that you have always wanted to build. And in this video, I'm going to give you the tools and the steps that you need to actually build that kind of business without any effort. Well, you will have to put in effort, but without stress, without fear, without anxiety, but putting in the right kinds of effort and working smart, not working hard. We're doing both. We're working smart and hard. So I'm going to give you the tips for how to do that in this video. I'll give you sort of a roadmap, the thing that I use to actually get there that you can use in your own business. The first thing you need to do if you're going to make 2021 the year for you to build the business that you wanted is you have to identify your audience. Who are you going to be selling to? And this is general business advice. It's not even only for our online coaching business. For me, I use it in my coaching business, but all businesses know this is a fundamental. Who is your audience? Who are the people that you want to sell to? And at each level of this, when you go through these different steps, so number one is identify your audience. You want to write this down. You don't want to just have this in your mind and say, oh, I'm going to think of who my audience could be, and maybe I'll come up with some random audience and start putting out content or putting out information. You have to identify who your audience is. Is your audience a middle-aged white man who is divorced? Is your audience a 17-year-old Latina girl who wants to go to Harvard? Whatever your audience is, you need to identify that audience. And your audience means who are the people who are most likely to benefit from and who would pay you for the services that you have to offer. Who are the people that, number one, would most likely benefit from, and the people who would pay you for the services that you have to offer to the world, right? So number one is identify your audience. Number two is what is the language you need to speak? We have the saying in our business, it's called specific language, targeted language. It's that when you have an audience, when you have people who you need to talk to, you have to speak a specific language if you want them to buy into the work that you do. If you want them to say, yes, I'm going to pay this person, I'm going to join their Facebook group, I'm going to join their tribe, I'm going to join this community, there has to be a specific language that you speak. So what's the language you need to speak to talk to this kind of audience? A lot of times I see in business owners, specifically my own clients, people that we started working with in our incubator program, I'll see that they start putting out content that's very informational, but it's not a specific language. It's not the kind of language that your audience needs to hear. For example, when I was in the dating community, I specifically tailored my language to talk about taking action, finding freedom, building quality relationships, becoming a masculine leader. So the words that I used were targeted to the men who followed me. When I teach business, in my business community, the words that I use are consistent success, rapid growth and evolution, right? Connecting deeply with your clients. Those are words that I use because it's the kind of language that goes along with the people who I need to learn from me. It's the kind of language that goes along with the people who are going to be in my circle, who are going to be in my quote unquote funnel, as it were. Number three, the third point is I want you to create a winning offer. So this is the roadmap for how you're going to have a successful year in business in 2021. Create a successful offer, a winning offer. A winning offer is an offer that, what we call our diamond level offer. It's an offer that's so good that people can't resist it. Another word for it is your irresistible offer. It's so good people can't resist it. They just have to say yes. And this offer needs to happen on several different levels. One, there has to be the result that you're going to get people, right? So what's the big promise that's attached to your offer? In our dating programs, the programs I used to teach for men's dating, the big offer was you're going to create a healthy relationship in 30 days or less, right? For my business coaching program, I say you're going to be able to earn 5 to 10K per month in 60 days or less. That's my big promise. I'm gonna teach you how to earn 5 to 10K per month. So for you, you have to create this offer. What is your offer? What is this winning or this diamond level offer? This offer that's so good to be true, that's too good to be true. And you build this offer around what you're good at. So you build an offer that when you got on a phone call with someone, they would say, dang, I have to actually say yes to this. I can't say no to this because it's too good to be true. Now, that doesn't mean that every single person's gonna say yes, but you wanna get a majority of people who are like, how can I find out more information? How can I find out more information? Now, the next thing you should do is number 4 is DMing is king. So after you have your offer, again, number 1, you identify your audience, what's the language you need to speak, you create a winning offer, and then number 4, DMing is king. So DMing means direct messaging. So you start messaging people on Facebook. You start messaging people on Instagram. I have clients right now who are literally creating clients for themselves and finding sales, and they're really good people with great offers. And what they're doing is they're sending messages to people on Instagram, on Facebook, video messages saying, hey, check out what it is that I do. Check out our offer. Check out how I'm helping the world. Check this out. I want to share it with you, right? They're actively doing this and people are buying from them. People are saying, I'm going to join your offer. I'm going to join your program because they're DMing. So DMing is king. Then something we have is called the snowball effect. This is where your success in 2021 is actually going to come from. Here's what it is. When you start to have these conversations and when you start to get the ball rolling in your business, there's sort of 5 things that are gonna happen. Number 1 is just conversations. So the reason we say DMing is king is because the more people you talk to online, the more conversations you're gonna have that are surrounding the offer that you have to provide, right? So you wanna have conversations. Me and my business, in 1 week, I'll have anywhere from 5 to 10 new conversations with people who are possibly interested in what I have to offer. Now, all of them don't buy. In fact, most of them don't buy. But over a month, having 5 new conversations a week is 20 new conversations. And if even 10% of people buy, and I'm selling my program for $5,000, that's $10,000 a month booked from new conversations only. And that doesn't include my YouTube channel, my funnels, my Facebook profile, my content, right? That's just new conversations. So it's what we call the snowball effect. What happens is, if you can imagine a snowball that's rolling down a hill, right, a rolling snowball, what happens is you build this snowball of success in your business, and this is what 2021 is for. Number 1 is conversations, number 2 is leads, number 3 is sales, number 4 is authority, and number 5 is recurring income. So number 1 is conversations. The first part of this snowball is you have these new conversations. When you start messaging people and talking to people, you're gonna start getting leads. This is where the snowball gets a little bit bigger. And when you have leads, what happens is people are saying, how can I find out more about what you do? I'm interested in what it is that you do and what you have to offer. Number 3 is sales, right? Once you get leads, you're gonna get sales. When you have people who are curious and you hop on the phone with them and you actually run a phone call where they're bought into what you do, you're going to make sales. Number 4 is authority. What is authority? Authority is where people listen to you and say, this is someone that I should care about, and that's after they pay you, right? So they pay you, they're gonna give you money, and then once they give you money, then they care about what you do because they're invested, because they're paying you. Then you have authority. Then you have recurring revenue. And recurring revenue is where you have clients that are paying you continuously over time for the good work that you do. So this is the model we have. Start with conversations. Conversations lead to leads. Leads lead to sales, which is why you need to have a really good sales process. Sales lead to authority because you have clients who are believing in what you do, who are following you, and who are learning from you. And then you go to recurring revenue. Recurring is where you're charging regularly, and you have people who are bought into your process and who are continuously learning from you. The question I have for you is, what kind of coach will you be? What kind of coach will you become? Who are you going to become as a coach? Will you choose a path this year where you say, I'm going to fully commit to my coaching business. I'm fully going to commit to the life of being an entrepreneur and finding my own freedom, as our company is called Live Your Freedom. I'm going to fully commit to it. Or you're going to say, not yet, not now. If you're going to commit to it, subscribe. That's number 1. So press the subscribe button. It's the big red button there. You can go ahead and click it. And then what I want you to do is go down below and check out the free training I have for you. I created this awesome video called 4 steps to making 5 to 10K a month in your coaching business. And it's literally a free training video breaking down how I do it and how I help my clients make this money. And I give you my exact tips, my exact pillars that I use to run a coaching business successfully. You can see our numbers. We're doing really, really well, and we had a great 2020. So I'm giving you these exact things completely for free, no strings attached. All you have to do is click the link below, and don't forget to subscribe, okay? I'll see you guys in the next one. Take care. thank you for joining, and I will see you later. Peace.